Hey everyone, Sirturmund here again. So I already showcased all three new champions, so today I have to showcase my second favorite deck of this expansion, and that is Yasuo Katarina. Now, I'm probably a little bit late to the party. You've probably already seen it from a lot of other content creators, so just bear with me. I promise you that I'm bringing you some spicy games today and some really fun ones to kind of learn this deck, right? So my deck list is a little bit I think this deck list is becoming more common, right? So the Morn is really good because it allows you to actually turbo level up the Yasuo. One thing that the deck was struggling with is that Yasuo sometimes would take a little long to level up. So the Morn kind of guarantees, well, not guarantees, but allows you to level up faster, and you actually end up getting a lot of value from her. She ends up pushing a lot of damage. Flock is just so important in this deck because you have so many stuns that can synergize with Flock, and so many key units in the meta have 4 HP, like Kai'Sa, for example, and Gwen, that he ends up hitting a lot of crazy units. Blade Twirler is there obviously for the value. You can put a lot of pressure with it, and we even played one Mind for the potential to be able to just win with it. House Spiders for blockers together with Station, so I kind of go 2 and 2. House Spider is really good against aggro. Station can be really good at just completely denying an opponent's attack. I do play 1 Nullify and 2 Deny, so these are my choices to counter the meta at the moment. Unfortunately, I feel like the meta it has less and less spells to counter. It's a lot more stuff at burst speed, like, or focus speed, like Supercharge and stuff like that. You cannot really counter with this deck. So sometimes it can be a little bit awkward when you get these cards. 2 Twins to save our key units. Sentry, again, another stun, so good. Katarina is the key of this deck. I know this is a Yasuo deck, but trust me, you're gonna win more decks off of Katarina than you are from Yasuo, because the Katarina just gets so much value from being able to rally and the free Blaze Edge, and she also synergizes with the Windswept Hollow, because this card reads whenever you get the attack token, which means that every time you summon a level up Katarina, she will stun the opponent's strongest attacker, which is pretty crazy. So you end up just kind of running out of control with Katarina, and she just carries a lot of the games. 2 Shadow Assassins for some draw, together with the Whisper Words. Those are the cards that I choose to draw with. Shadow Assassin can push in a little bit damage. Concussive Palm, just a basic stun. 2 Denies that we talked about. Strict Execution, I think it's actually a really good card. I think being able to get 2 stuns and potentially able to remove 2 units if you have a Yasuo in the field ends up being really, really valuable, more than not. So I really like it. And then obviously we finish up with Yasuo and the Hillock itself. So Yasuo obviously ends up just removing the opponent's boards, kind of like controlling them. So think of Yasuo like a Seraph, right? Where as soon as Yasuo is in the field, he just starts slowly getting rid of the opponent's units. Especially once you have the Hillock in the field, because he starts dealing 5 every single time that you get the attack token. So it's literally like a Seraph. And now, like I said though, really Katarina is the main card that wins you the games, because she just puts so much pressure on the opponent and just gets so much value that the opponent cannot do anything about it. So just keep that in mind. Usually I don't mind keeping 1 Katarina. I definitely want to keep 1 Yasuo, but in some certain situations you might decide not to keep it. So yeah, but anyways, enough about that. Hope you enjoyed the games coming up soon, and remember, if you like the content, to subscribe to us. We post our videos every single day. I'll see you all at the end of the video for some mulligan tips. So in this matchup, we'll be going up against Braum Gwen, which is trying to get value from Braum getting the buffs from Hallow. I don't think that's going to work out too well against our deck, to be honest. So good luck to them. I think I want to look for the Flock, because Flock is really good against Gwen. There we go, we get it. The Morn and Katarina are both really, really good. And obviously we have the Hillock right here already. So that's also really good for us. So let's see how we do this. This is gonna start. We're gonna like turbo level the Yasuo, which is gonna be really, really good for us later. We can always kill that with the Blaze Edge next turn, so don't need to worry about it. Maybe we don't even kill it, to be honest. Maybe we don't even kill it. Maybe we actually save our mana so that we can Blaze Edge. And then Flock the Braum or the Gwen, right? I don't hate that idea. Yeah, I like that idea. We wanna be conscious of our mana, right? So opponent has a turn 4 coming up, and it's gonna be either Braum or Gwen, right? The only problem is that the Gwen will still push a lot of attack. This also stops him from getting a Hollow buff, right? Okay, well, we end up getting the Concussive Palm, so that's better than doing it the other way. But it decides to give us the value anyways, okay. Huh. That's interesting that he did it this way. Because now we can choose, right? Okay, I guess you get the value there. So he's gonna hit us by a lot. He goes for the Hollow buff here. I'm taking the damage. I'm taking the damage. I don't think I'm scared of whatever he has. I don't think I'm scared of whatever he has. Let's just swing and call it a day. Now, it's a little bit scary though that he's kind of like doing nothing. So I need to be a little bit careful about that. Like, I don't think I can summon the Hillock here. I think the Hillock has to be next turn no matter what. This gives me a blocker for the Conductor. Cavern Keeper is fine with me. I like the Shadow Assassin here to get more blockers. Okay. We keep this back. We don't want to recall it. We can stun whatever, like if whatever unit he summons here, we can stun it with the Sentry. The problem is that then we don't get the. Okay, well. Let's go for the Yasuo value. Let's go for the Yasuo value, because now we'll get the Yasuo plus Katarina combo. We have exactly 7 mana, so we're in a good spot, right? We're in a good spot. I'm willing to start trading now. When it gets value here, we're not in range of something crazy like we're not in range of something crazy like Atrocity, right? We have the Yasuo, and if the opponent doesn't actually kill Yasuo, we have the Katarina afterwards. We have multiple blockers. We have multiple blockers. We can attack with Yasuo, to be honest. I guess opponent does the Inner Beast and does what? What? He went for the... He hasn't done it. Okay, well, I just passed, right? I just passed because Katarina... When Katarina gets summoned, she's going to stun the strongest unit. We have Concussor, we have Sentry. Sure? You're still going to get stunned. He only has... I guess he has enough Hallowed to be actually good to kill the Yasuo. When it could put us in range of Atrocity killing us. And then he gets stunned now? So now he gets stunned, so now he cannot even kill Yasuo, and we have blockers for everything else. Whatever other unit he summons, if he's stronger than this, we can stun it with the Katarina. Okay, I mean, we'll take that. I will take that. Doesn't do it. Hesitates. Conductor is not enough. I guess he's scared of the Katarina now. Yeah, just go for the Mighty Pearl. I'm gonna block with Yasuo because I have a second Yasuo and I don't want to take that damage. We can stop the Atrocity by stunning the Conductor, right? So Atrocity is not a threat. We kill his whole board. Trollshan? We still kill the Conductor, right? Is it worth it to do this now? Why not? Why not? This still kills the Conductor. We can always flock that Braum. Vengeance? So that's smart. So he decided to commit that after the fact. So now we're not able to so we had to just pass and then, huh? So we had to just pass. Okay, alright, I respect it. I respect it. He also gets to push 3 damage. Gets to push 3 damage. Gets to push 3 damage, so now we're in range of Atrocity. With no way to actually stop it. Wow, I think I'm actually gonna lose because of that. Okay, we're able to block this guy, at least. So I think we flocked that guy. We stun another unit. We can stun another unit. We can do the sentry to stun one more. So we can stun his whole board. He only has 8 HP. So if he has the Atrocity... If he has the Atrocity, he gets it, right? I can't do anything about it. Can't do anything about it. Glimpse, okay. If someone they strike the ban, that could be pretty good for them. Ammo, okay. So we just do this and that's lethal. I guess the opponent, yeah, it's lethal because we can kill the ban. That's exactly 8. That's exactly 8. That was close. Opponent will have to have another unit here. I mean, we don't die to anything except for Atrocity next turn anyways, right? Ah, okay, okay. By doing it this way, he keeps the unit alive, right? So do we just pass? But then if we pass, we lose the value from Katarina. I think we always attack with Katarina, right? Because that lets us summon Katarina again to stun the strongest unit that he has. Don't want to attack with the other ones, because then that leaves me with no blockers. Forcing me to have to actually use the Concussive Palm. Although I think we always do it on the Paramore anyways. That doesn't work. That doesn't work because she gets stunned. Funny, forgot about that. She does get stunned. Katarina with the slam mark is pretty nice. Opponent forgot about that. Now he's able to lifesteal here. Go all the way back to 18, which obviously we cannot allow. So we have to literally stun this. We have to literally stun this and push the 5. I mean, this is lethal. Because we get the unit from the palm, it's actually lethal. But once again, we lose to the Atrocity. We don't lose. Okay, opponent decides to stop the lethal, but it's still gonna take a ton of damage. I mean, why don't we just block this? That still gives us enough mana to resummon the Katarina and win the game. Opponent only has 1 more card. And then we win the game right here. Actually, shouldn't have slow played him, to be honest. We should have just gone for it. We should have just gone for this Concussive Palm and won the game that way. Alright, so we got there. We got there. Sorry, Buffon. Didn't mean to BM you. I didn't think about it. But at least he surrendered, so he ended up being like an extended BM. I didn't think about it. I was like, oh, 1 health unit. That just dies to the ping. So, but yeah, GG's. Here we'll be going against Azir Irelia, which I think is horrible. Like, super bad. Like, because they can just completely destroy us, to be honest. Like, this deck is not able to survive the pressure that Azir Irelia plays. So we'll play it out. We'll play it out. But I think it's not looking great for us. I do not think it's looking great for us. One doesn't take that attack, so I guess he must think he has something worth it, right? We get access to deny, which is not bad. Ooh, that's pretty good. I think we just take this. Because we're always able to block that, right? That's pretty good. That's a pretty good punish there. Very good punish. Alright. We can always just do the house spider, have shun blockers for days. Yeah, I mean, I just shun block everything. I mean, it's fine. I just sacrifice my small spider here. Alright, just go like this, I guess. I guess we go here, call it a day. The only downside is the opponent has a lot of units, right? Now they haven't gotten their champions, so that's good for us. But we also haven't gotten our champions, and as I say that, we draw the Katarina. Now opponent could do the Defiant Dance right here, but we can respond with Blaze Edge on the Sparing Student. So the only way for the opponent to save the Sparing Student is for them to do. Yeah, that's not gonna be enough, my friend. Opponent should never block here because of the danger of flock. Doesn't do it. Makes sense, makes sense. Takes all this damage though, which is pretty good for us. Do we play to draw the flock? I think this is telegraphing to them that I don't have block. But I think I have no choice. The Station is gonna be able to deny his attack next turn, which is what we're looking to do, right? So the Station will be able to stop his attack. Ooh, Yasuo is interesting. Okay, well. Why do they always get both champions? Like, why do they always get the both champions? This is so annoying. Like, actually. Yeah, I have to do this. I just have to do this. And that way the opponent cannot really attack. I mean, they can attack with the Doomkeeper. But, like, I guess we don't care about that. We can't really do the deny here. They always get the full combo, right? Like, literally both champions, a Sparing Student on top of it. I'm so sad. I'm actually so sad. Like, why do they always get everything? Let's just do the Shadow Assassin. Might as well. Opponent gets to level up the Azir here. We always get to sacrifice, right? Something here, so it's fine. Gets Irelia still for next turn. Opponent, we tapped out of the 9 mana because we decided to summon the Shadow Assassin. So if we do this, we kind of just struggle as well. Guess I have to have him be the one do it first, because technically the Katarina is a threat over here. The Katarina is a threat. We are putting pressure on him because of Katarina. So I wonder what the opponent does here. Still has mana for Defiant Dance. I think it's Katarina. I think it's just Katarina. Even if the opponent has a Defiant Dance, we're still able to do the Blaze Edge on the Gringlade duo, which is all that we care about. So even if the opponent has it, we can just do this and kill the Gringlade duo. No, I'm always killing this first. I'm always killing this first because that way the opponent doesn't have a good blocker for the Blade Twirler, with the Blade Twirler, right? Yeah, this is the Defiant Dance. I'm completely okay with that. I'm okay taking this damage because this is lethal if you don't block. And if you block with Azir, you lose to the flock. Does he care about the flock? Ah, there we go. He plays around the flock, right? Which is what we're looking for, right? So the fact that he played around the flock is huge for us. Now we can do the Yasuo here.
Our enemies approach. My hands are shaking. Hold on to mine. We'll face them together.
Oh, that's so close. Woo! He can just open, right? He can just open. If we play the Yasuo, we potentially have the double stun. But Irelia just levels up by him open attacking. If we play Katarina, we have access to potentially kill him. Because the opponent's going to have to block this card. We could stun both his units right now, though. We could also do that. But Irelia still swaps. Why don't we have Nullify? We could do the Hillock. Hillock doesn't make sense though. Strategic execution stops Irelia. Opponent still gets one Sand Soldier. We have blockers for everything. We do like this. We go like this, right? Opponent tries to do the flawless duet and we deny it. Opponent cannot attack with Azir. I guess he cool. He can swap, right? He can actually attack with Azir and just swap. So we have to always... He still gets to survive, right? He still gets to survive because of the Irelia. Actually, he gets to... He not only gets to survive, he gets to kill both our units. He gets to kill both our units. Well, not exactly, right? So now what are we looking for? Because he can always swap, right? So what are we looking for here? To kill with the elusive, and the opponent just needs to have another Blade Dance card to win the game. So we're looking for Katarina into Shadow Assassin to win the game. That's a lot of copium. That's a lot of copium. It might be doable. It might be doable. So opponent literally needs to have nothing. Ah! Wow! He could have at least bluffed it. So he showed us that he had nothing to stop the elusive and Katarina combo. He could have at least bluffed it. Wow. Whew. GG's. In this matchup, we'll be going against Kai'Sa Demacia, which I think is actually super crazy deck. It's like really, really good. A really, really good deck. What can we do to stop him? What if he's not the Blade Twirler? What if he's just trying to get our Yasuo set up? I like the Concussive Palm and I like the Morn, to be honest. This is not a bad hand. This is not a bad hand. Wait, what? What? Hatchling? Oh, it gives Fearsome and Lurk. Wait, that's kind of smart. That's actually so smart. It gives Fearsome and Lurk. So the Kai'Sa now we have... So that way he gets to 2 out of 4 in Kai'Sa right away. But I don't know if that deck is short on ways to level up Kai'Sa though, right? Doesn't this deck have like a million ways to level up Kai'Sa? I still do the Blaze Edge, right? We still always do the Blaze Edge here. Might as well. Might as well, right? Let's just get this out of the way. One less blocker to worry about for later. We can Yasuo Copium. Heck no. Can you imagine like me playing into that like that? I like the Yasuo. I like the Yasuo a lot. Opponent could have the Kai'Sa here. Okay, doesn't have it. We'll go ahead and do this since the opponent kind of tapped out of everything that's important. He's gonna try to kill the Yasuo. Yasuo's about to level up, right? We still get to push 6 damage. If the opponent doesn't open attack, we stage hand. If the opponent open attacks, we stun. Yeah, there we go. So then we just stun and do Katarina and win the game. Supercharge. Do we play Riot Negation? I don't think I care, right? If the opponent goes like this, I think I'm okay with this. Because he committed a lot just to kill Yasuo, right? So he commits so much just to kill the Yasuo. When we just win the game right here. Because of the Katarina's Blaze Edge. Oh, okay. So he punished us there. He punished us there with the Radiant Guardian. That's pretty good. That's pretty good then. We could have Blaze Edge that though, to be honest, and then flocked it, but I think the flock is better off for later. Because we can go elusive, stun the Radiant Guardian. Right? We could go the elusive here. Actually, we can just push the lethal with the elusive. Opponent could have access to Sharp Sight, but that's not enough. Is that enough? Concerted Strike, I guess? Concerted Strike. Not enough either. Because it has to be Concerted Strike, right? Nothing else is gonna work. We can get this a little bit buffer. Sharp Sight. No, didn't get the Sharp Sight. By doing it this way, we do stop ourselves from... Okay, we can kill that. So why did he do this when he knows that we have Blaze Edge? I'm kind of confused. Because now we can just kill this, right? Now we can kill this, which means that your Kai'Sa doesn't have the thing. And now you also need to block with Kai'Sa, otherwise you just lose the game. So he needs to block with Kai'Sa, otherwise he loses the game. And if he blocks with Kai'Sa, he loses both units, because here we do the twin. So the twin is able to kill this because this gets buffed up, and then we flock the Kai'Sa, and opponent just lost all their units. And we have Katarina that's going to finish the game. We have double stun to stop the Void Abomination. So it has to be Void Abomination. The Void Abomination. And is that enough? Because he has Spell Shield Overwhelm on everything, right? No, that's not gonna do it. So we can finish the game right here. Opponent needs to summon a blocker. Goes like this. Goes for the second skin. We go here. We attack with everything. The Kai'Sa doesn't really get any value because the opponent's gonna lose. Oh wait, you're gonna just he does know that this level's okay. Well, that's still game, right? Because we just rally again. Woo! So the Yasuo deck where Yasuo and stuns really didn't do anything, right? Ended up just winning the game this way. Boom. Katarina puts in a lot of work. Katarina puts in a lot of work, and the opponents have a hard time dealing with her. So GG's. So in this matchup, we'll be going up against Gwen Hecarim. Gwen Hecarim. Okay, so he's gonna rely on the Hallow buff. Wait, this is actually a pretty nutty hand, though. I love this whole hand. Sentry plus Flock is gonna be pretty powerful. With Yasuo plus the Hillock, obviously, it's gonna just slowly clear up his board. If we get any other early units, that'd be ideal. And we get the Morn, which is gonna help us level up Yasuo quicker. So now Yasuo is gonna be like turbo leveling as well. Double Flock, maybe not ideal, but it's okay. Biofeast, okay. I'm okay with the Biofeast early. That's one less Biofeast I have to worry about later. Because I'm guessing this might be a control deck instead of like a pure aggro. And if it's like that, okay, no, it's just gonna be pure aggro. Alright, it's just gonna be pure aggro. Who are we kidding, guys? It's just pure aggro. We can summon the Yasuo, we have the stuns for as long as we want, right? We have a twin to save Yasuo against random stuff. The ephemerals, he would have to have other stuff. I'm just gonna pass. Just gonna pass and burn that mana. Like, why wouldn't I take that pass? Why wouldn't I take that pass, right? Let's just go ahead and do this, call it a day. Gives us another Yasuo, kills his unit. We take damage here with the Yasuo, but we have the twin. Do we take the damage with the Yasuo, or do we just do the Yasuo stun right now? Why don't we just do the Yasuo stun? I have a guess that the opponent is playing Flock. The only downside is that we don't get a stun at the beginning of the turn, right? I have a feeling that the opponent is playing Flock, and I don't want to get my Yasuo to be damaged. Right? I'm gonna just go like this, because I want to make sure 3... No, actually, I can do it. I can do the more. I can do the more and still have enough mana to kill a Hecarim. If a Hecarim comes down, we have Sentry plus double Flock. Okay, maybe not. That's one way to do it. That is one way to do it, but the thing ends at this turn, right? Opponent never blocks because we know he has twin. He knows that we have twin, right? So now his things are gonna level up next turn. We'll go ahead and do like this. Just give ourselves blockers. I think at this point we just give ourselves blockers because obviously the opponent's gonna level up the Hecarim. We're able to stun the Hecarim and go from there. Opponent has to open attack right now. Cool. We still have blockers for everything, so I mean, it sucks that the Hecarim levels up, but the Hecarim's gonna die, right? The only downside is that we don't really have... Kind of like this stun better, right? So is this stun better? Actually, I guess the Hecarim doesn't die because the Yasuo is not leveled up just yet. The only problem is that we lose to a Heroine and a bunch of stuff now. That was a good tech. That Shroud of Darkness was actually a pretty good tech. Let's go ahead and do some draw right now. That's a huge card to draw. That's actually a huge card to draw. Okay, I want him to commit it. And then we'll do the Ravenous Flock. There we go. Want him to commit it first. That way he cannot just attack with the Wound Reckoner. Or with another Ephemeral. We go ahead of Katarina. We have enough mana to resummon Katarina. Opponent's gonna have to have a stun or something. Which, because the Katarina gives us the attack token again. Okay, I think opponents might lose here now. Because this gets done at the start of the game, at the start of the turn, right? We summon Katarina. When Katarina activates her rally, it's going to stun another one of his units, whatever blocker the opponent has. So we're still able to just get value. We have access to Palm and Concussive if we need to. Opponent needs to kill the Katarina. Unfortunately, that is going to be enough. That is going to be enough, right? That is going to be enough to stop us. Because now we have to spend the mana. We don't have enough to actually rally with Katarina, right? I guess we might as well just do this now. Yeah, we might as well just do this now. Just have blockers and push damage this turn. Might as well. One is going to get the Hecarim right back. Let's go here. So opponent's gonna get the Hecarim right back. So they're gonna open attack and do the Hecarim. Unfortunately for us, we have a lot of blockers and we will be able to do the Concussive Palm. So we are able to kind of stop him more or less. We have enough mana to do Concussive Palm and then also have the Windswept Hillock, which is pretty good. Opponent could have the Heroine right here too. That'd be kind of crazy. Oh, wait. No, he doesn't summon the head. Oh, man. That feels bad. That feels bad. That feels bad. That actually feels really bad. Opponent doesn't have the Halo buff, so he's not able to summon the Hecarim. Because the Hecarim is more powerful. We get the rally here. Close the stun, so we get rid of the blocker. This can die to a flock though, which is kind of annoying. Heroine. Okay. Oh, he's gonna go for the Midnight Raid. It said that again. We have access to the Concussive Palm, so it's okay. And then we just open attack for the win. So the Concussive Palm is gonna punish him once again. It's a nice start. It's a nice start, right? It's a very nice start. It's a nice start because of the Wound Reckoner, right? Oh, that's smart. By doing the mate right there and there, actually they win, right? They always win there. It had to be denied. So it had to be for us to draw the deny, for us not to lose, right? That was pretty good. That was pretty good by them. Man, I got punished very hard. That harrowing into the Midnight Raid was crazy. GG's. Here we'll be up against Illaoi Gwen. Can we beat this? Katarina's not bad. We have a lot of blockers here. The stun is really good. I think I'm trying to look for Flock, though. Napopad is not bad. We don't get the Yasuo or the Hillock, so this is gonna be a little bit promising. But we get the Flock, which is why I think it's gonna be good to stop, especially the Gwen, right? Opponent gets the idol on one, man. Just high rolls like that, huh? Just high rolls the idol on one. This is looking a little bit scary now, huh? Looking a little bit scary. I guess we can stop that idol. Opponent could have Tentacle Smash right here, which actually be pretty good for them. But then we just Flock it, I guess. Tentacle Smash is not a bad idea here. Tentacle Smash is not a bad idea here. If they don't play Tentacle Smash, then we can assume that they don't have it. Oh, Strike of the Van? Okay. We'll go ahead and do it like this. We'll kill the Watchful Idol. Katarina levels up, so now we have a Katarina threat that the opponent needs to watch out for. Plus, we get the 0-cost Blaze Edge every time, which is pretty nice. And get to progress Yasuo a little bit as well. We'll go here. I guess we could have just gone there, honestly, and just Flock that. Yeah, actually, it would have been the same, right? We could have killed both units. Yeah, we could have killed both units. A little bit weird of me to do that. If he has the Illaoi, we get punished for doing what we just did. If it's not Illaoi, it might be okay. I guess even if it's Illaoi, we can always just do the concussive. I call it a day. Oh, if he's gonna just do that, I'm okay too. If he's just gonna do that, I'm okay like that too. He might have the Sermon. Ooh, that's not a Sermon. So we just Palm and Flock, right? Because that way we can block the Tentacle with the Palm. And we kill this anyways. That's not bad. That's not a bad trade here. Glimpse? Okay. I'm okay with the Glimpse because it means that the opponent is down to 5 mana. And we're going to get a pretty good attack here. We're going to push 5 damage and have Katarina as well available. Push more. Right? So we go like this. We even get the Hillock now, so it's pretty good value. But it's a little bit awkward because I probably don't want to play the Hillock just yet. You know what? Why don't we just play it now? Because we know we'll get some. We know we'll get a stun here, right? But I guess if we just play Katarina, it's also kind of the same value. Because we kill the host and opponent goes for the Tentacle Smash to kill the Katarina. So the opponent's gonna go for the Tentacle Smash to kill the Katarina, potentially. Harrowing would be scary, by the way. Like, very scary. We have Stagehand for a lot of the stuns next turn, but I think the Hillock is probably the best. Honestly, the most awkward part right now is trying to find a good time to drop the Hillock down. But I think once we do, we'll be in a good spot. Yasuo's gonna level up. Yeah, that's a Tentacle Smash right here. Come on. The good thing is that because we have the Blaze Edge, we can actually kill the Tentacle once he does the Tentacle Smash. And I think the opponent just saw that too. Because the Tentacle Smash only takes him to 5 HP, so it means that the Blaze Edge can actually kill a Tentacle. It does mean that the opponent can block our units, yeah. So there you go. We go here. Boom. So now the opponent loses their Tentacle.
It's just an
we don't need to actually attack with the Tail of the Dragon. We can keep that back, right? We can just go ahead and do the Mourn and push the 2 damage. And also progress the Yasuo level up to 4. And this will level up Yasuo to 5. Opponent only has 6 mana, which I'm not too concerned about. We get a Flock, which means that we can actually kill the Gwen. That was actually the best stop that we could have gotten. So now we just Flock the Gwen anyways. Yasuo's leveled up. Opponent could have Vengeance. Tentacle Smash is not enough anymore. You have the second Glimpse. We'll have the second Glimpse, I guess. I guess he's debating whether he should attack here. Yeah, Yeah, that ended up being a pretty high roll from us, right? He does get 4 Hollow Deaths on his graveyard. So if he attacks with this, I have to block this because this will do 6 damage. So now he goes up to 5. So again, we're talking about needing to top deck deny. We need to top deck deny, otherwise we're in a bad spot. I guess we had the House Spiders, which could help out with that. I think it's time for Yasuo. But it has 5 cards. Could be Vengeance. Could be Vengeance. Harrowing would be scary. I think we summon the House Spiders so that we have blockers in case of the Harrowing. And then we can station to stun something and have Concussive Palm to stun something else. Or if the opponent passes, I'm also willing to pass back right here. Because that means that they're wasting their mana. Even if they potentially have a Harrowing on the next turn. Ooh, that's a fancy one. Now that's a fancy one. So I definitely House Spider, right? Gives me blockers. We could push the 2 damage here. That leaves us with 8 mana. That's fine. 8 mana is enough here for us to be able to do Stagehand and Concussive Palm if we need to.
I will mourn you.
I don't mind this. I don't mind this getting tagged. No, that's kind of silly, right? Because we need the blockers. We need the blockers. Let's not do that. Opponent needs to open attack with this right now. Otherwise, they get stunned, right? But even if they do that, the Gwen still dies. We have double station now, so... Because this is going to get... The only downside is that this is not going to die to our stun anyways, right? So they're going to get the Gwen back. We have blockers for both the Eternal Dancers and the Gwen. We have stun to back it up. This is looking good for us, because opponent also gets stunned at the beginning of the turn. We have Nullify for, I guess, Biofeast or something like that. This is tough, right? Needs to open attack, otherwise he gets punished. But open attack is not lethal. Nowhere near lethal. It's a tough spot to be in. Very tough. Again, we don't have Deny though, so if the opponent has Ruination, that could be the scary part of this deck.
Life is too short for fear.
We go here. I'm not scared of the Illaoi.
What we do.
I'm not really scared of the Illaoi. I say that and Illaoi is about to do that. She's gonna have the Sirturmund here. Second Stagehand. And there we go, that's good. 3 Gwens. We got to kill 3 Gwens. Yeah, the developing was gonna get punished every single time. I think he played the Illaoi first to try to bait me, not realizing how much stuff I just had in my hand. So GG's. So in this matchup, we'll be going up against Deep. So should be very good for them though, because they have a lot of answers for our units. Like Biofeast stops the Mourn. And their units can get really big enough that the Yasuo is not able to kill them. So this is going to be scary. This is going to be very, very scary. Let's see. The Mourn in turn 1 gets answered by a Biofeast. Okay, Katarina is not bad. Katarina does die to the... wait, he's only playing Nautilus. He's not playing Maokai. So Katarina is not as vulnerable to like the Maokai saplings. But she's still vulnerable to that, the 3 mana drain, right? The one that drains 2. So a little bit scary here. Okay, he lost 2 of his lifesteal and also lost the Joel Hunter. So that's really good. So that's the downside about Deep, right? You get a lot of information by just seeing what cards they're tossing. We get the Yasuo as well, which is looking really good for us to kind of turbo level him. Honestly, it's kind of scary the fact that we don't have... we need Twin or Deny to be able to stop a Devoured Fish though, right? Twin or Deny stops the Devoured Fish. Either one. Either one. Opponent could have... Okay, we're gonna sacrifice the Mourn into the Wanderer, to be honest. I don't hate this. I don't hate this trade. Okay, opponent doesn't take it. I really don't hate that trade. If the opponent let me have it. Now, does he vengeance this right away? Do we think that he'll vengeance the Yasuo right away? You have the Battle Feast here and then force the attack. That could be pretty good for him. If he Battle Feast this, then he's forcing the attack. Okay, well, no, I'll take it. I'll take it. Because this is too vulnerable to Battle Feast, right? So I was always concerned about that, the Morn dying anyways. Let's see if he just vengeance the Yasuo right away. Otherwise, we get the value with this Hillock on the next turn and on our next attack turn as well. So, yeah, there you go. Well, that's what I figured. So Katarina gets to freely level up. We still get a second Yasuo on our next turn because we get the Hillock down on the field. The question is if that's the correct play, right? Because we don't have a way to stop the Devour Fish on turn 6. That could be annoying. Could be annoying, actually. So what if that's not the play? What if it's not Hillock here? I kind of want to draw that Yasuo, though, and start leveling them up. Wait, can we just kill this, though? Okay, well, I guess I'm just going to get the value here. If opponent's going to give me an attack like this, a way for me to kill this, I'm going to just take it. Maybe this is a mistake. Maybe I'm supposed to actually do the Hillock and start working on Yasuo. But it seems too good to pass up, right? Because we've got to push 4 damage. Yeah, well, I mean, you knew I'd get a Blaze Edge, right? So I get to push the 4 damage because the opponent, I guess, forgot that we get the Blaze Edge. Like, I'm not sure what they expected here. There's nothing that they have in Bilgewater or Shadow Owls that will buff that help up. I guess they could play the Shadow Owl Tailstones. That would be kind of crazy. That'd be a crazy tech, right? That'd actually be a pretty crazy tech, to be honest. Too many Katarinas. Too many Katarinas. Why do we just pass? No, I like the Blade Twirler. I like the Blade Twirler. Start kind of putting some value there. If the opponent passes, I pass back. It's not a pass, so this is just a Katarina play again. This looks like a Katarina turn. Yeah, this looks like I know we don't get the value from the rally, but this is pushing so much damage here that it's always gonna be a Katarina turn. Yeah, he's gonna have to sacrifice his Ciscara, which is good for us because that way he dies before he gets deep. When he loses the second vengeance, so that's 1 less vengeance for us to worry about, and we just push 1 more damage to the face. We can do the Hillock here. Summon Yasuo next turn, attack, and then also have access to Katarina to be able to actually stun another unit with Yasuo in the board to actually be able to win the game, right? So here we're gonna close out the game with Katarina and Yasuo. Opponent's nowhere near deep yet. I guess they could have. They have to play Jettison, right? I'm guessing they play Jettison. Doesn't make sense if they don't play Jettison. The Bower, we haven't seen the Bower at all, so the Bower could be a problem if the opponent hits deep. We don't have denies. Opponent cannot hit deep, so can we just do Katarina again and just win the game? Yeah, we just win the game now then, right? Okay, well, I guess we don't need the Yasuo. Opponent literally just tapped out of everything. Opponent literally just tapped out of everything, right? Because we killed this, we stunned the Nautilus, and we have a free reign. And there you go. Katarina just put so much work in this deck. I feel like Yasuo is more like an alternate win condition, to be honest. Like, I feel like we put a lot more work with Katarina than we do with Yasuo. As you might have seen from other games. And there you go. Opponent surrenders, and that's GG's. Hey, welcome back, everybody. Hope you enjoyed those games. Unfortunately, I mean, I ended up going against a lot of non-meta decks, so I couldn't get you guys some good matchups against a lot of like the super good meta decks. And it's because people are still experimenting, right? So people are still experimenting all sorts of stuff, and that's how you saw like Gwen Hecarim that actually ends up beating us, right? You saw that Gwen Braum, etc. So, you know, hopefully you guys don't mind that it was against, I guess, quote unquote lesser decks. But anyways, enough about that. I think the games were still very fun, so I hope you enjoyed them as well. In terms of mulligan, I think you always want to keep them on. I don't mind keeping the Blade Twirler, right? That way you can start building up the Blade Twirler really early. So Morn and Blade Twirler are really good. I like keeping one Katarina a lot of times because she just puts a lot of pressure if the opponent doesn't have a way to remove her, like Mystic Shot. If you're playing against aggro, you definitely want to keep your House Spider. But if you're not playing against aggro, then you can get a little bit more greedy and go a little bit more expensive with stuff like keeping a Hillock or keeping a Yasuo. That way you can start actually working towards your late game win condition. Again, if you're going against Ionia, or against Shadow Owls, it might not hurt to keep a deny if you feel like you need to protect your units against the Vengeance. But aside from that, really, I like Katarina, I like Blade Twirler, I like the Morn as like my main ones, and then House Spider against aggro, Yasuo or Hillock against like control or slow attacks. So yeah, that's it for my mulligan tips. As always, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please be sure to like the video below and subscribe to us. We post LOR videos every single day. You can also find us on Twitch at Twitch Sirturmund. We will stream 2 to 4 times a week. Oh, and you can also find us on Discord and Twitter. The links to those are both in the description below. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all again tomorrow.